Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do that right now. Here we talk about healthy living, nutrition facts, amazing food recipes, and lifestyle in general. We all know how women go through a lot of pain during their period, and for some people, it's really serious. For some people, it affects them so much that they do not even have the strength or the time to do anything, especially on the first day or the second day. When is period pain actually normal? How do you know if it is okay? How do you know if it is, it's too much? How do you know that there is a problem? And most of the time, it is actually caused by hormonal imbalance and stress. Some months ago, I filmed about 4 parts of how to work against period pain. And I just thought about it like I have 4 parts of that video. Why don't I share it here with you guys? Those are very, very important because I really talked about the cause of period pain, what can actually help you to reduce period pain, how you can work against it even before your period comes. These are important and wonderful tips. So I'm going to be showing you the video right about now. They are into 4 parts. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do part 1 and 2 here today in this video. And the other video will be 3 and 4. So I want you to watch out for part 3 and 4 of this series. So this is how to work against period pain. A lot of women go through severe menstrual pain or even premenstrual syndrome. Now, how much pain is actually normal during a period? Let's find out. My name is Cassandra Ayodele from Health Math with Cassie, and I'm here with the part 1 video of how to work against period pain and premenstrual syndrome. So I'm going to be starting with part 1, which is how to use cloves to work against period pain. Yes, you heard me right. Now we're going to learn so much, and I'm really excited about this video. Before we can talk about the solution of a problem, we need to understand the root cause of that problem. So what is actually the reason why a lot of women go through extreme pain? Now, understand that it is normal to have menstrual cramps where you can be a bit nauseous or you're a bit tired and you have little pain around your lower abdominal. Well, it is normal. But then when you have extreme pain to the extent that you can't even do anything, that is actually not normal. Yes. So part 1 of this series, I'm going to be talking about how to use cloves. Now, we all know what cloves are. And if you do not know what cloves are, I'm just going to be showing you what clove looks like. So in this pack with me, I have, this is, a packaged one, and this is pure cloves. I'm going to be telling you how to use this wonderful herb to work against period pain. Now let's start with the first thing. What actually is the reason for extreme menstrual pain, which we all know that is not normal? Well, according to research, it has been shown to us that this is actually due to hormonal imbalance. We cannot run away from this. We need to understand what the problem is first before you can be able to solve the issue. So when there is an imbalance of hormones in our body as women, a lot of things go wrong. A particular set of hormones known as prostaglandins is actually the reason why we have extreme pain. Now, mind you, when you have extreme pain, what is actually the meaning? It means that there is inflammation in that area. When you are having your period, your uterus is actually shedding off the lining. Now, when you have an imbalance of hormone in your system, this means that your system is not the way it's supposed to be. And a very important organ that is very, very essential in the balance of hormones and also to keep your body in a good way is the liver. And this is the reason why we need to make sure that our liver is always in a great condition. Now we know the main reason for the extreme pain, and we all know that hormone imbalance is a very big issue. Now let's take a look at what cloves are. Now, when it comes to cloves, cloves are a powerhouse of antioxidants, and we all know that antioxidants are very, very important when it comes to blood circulation. Now, clove is one powerful herb that is known to work against pain. In fact, it contains a very important ingredient known as eugenol. Yes, eugenol. Now this eugenol is the main reason why clove work against anything pain. Now, clove is also very, very good for blood circulation. And we all know that when we're having extreme pain, blood isn't really flowing so much to that area. So when you take cloves, in which I'm going to tell you the best way to take them, this makes blood to flow freely, and then it goes to that particular area where the inflammation is happening, and then it frees that area. Now, clove is also very, very good for fungal infection, to treat candida, in women. And clove is just so powerful. So I'm going to be telling you how powerful clove is and how great the antioxidants are. Now, blueberries are one of the most powerful antioxidant-rich foods in the world. It is actually described as probably the best when it comes to antioxidants. But guess what? Cloves actually have 30 times more antioxidants than blueberries. What does this mean? Cloves are powerful. Now, I'm going to be showing you 2 ways to use cloves to work against period pain. Are we ready? So how can you use clove to work against period pain? I'm going to be showing you 2 methods. Now, the first one is to add cloves to your diet. How do you do this? Get some cloves. You just need a teaspoon or half a tablespoon of cloves. You just need a slice of ginger. And if you do want some spice to it or, some taste to it, you can add just some little cinnamon. All you need to do is to bring 1 cup of water to a boil, add the half teaspoon of the half tablespoon or a teaspoon of cloves into that water, add the ginger and cinnamon if you want to. Allow this to settle for about 2 minutes, strain it, and then drink. You are only to drink 1 cup. Now remember that when you want to fight a war, you have to get prepared for it. So if you know that your period is going to come out in 2 days, you can actually do this a day before your period comes out or on the first day of your period. I tell you, you're going to see a massive difference. Now, this is science-based, so this is not something that was just cooked up. It works because the antioxidant properties in cloves is powerful for pain. Now, the second method is actually to use the clove essential oil. Now, note, clove oil is actually known to be a skin irritant, meaning that it can, cause some irritations on your skin. So you're not to use it alone on your skin. What do? Get some peppermint essential oil or lavender essential oil. Mix it with just a little drop, like a drop of the clove oil. You need to mix the clove oil with a carrier oil. So an example of a carrier oil is coconut oil or almond oil. Now, when you mix this together, all you need to do is just place them in your palm like this and massage into your belly. When you do this massage, make sure you massage it thoroughly. Now, clove oil penetrates so fast, and this helps with the pain. After massaging, you can place a heat pad on your belly, and you're going to tell me how fast that worked. So let's take a look at some of the safety precautions that you need to take note of when you want to use cloves. The first safety precaution that you need to know about clove is you're not to take it at the same time if you're taking painkillers for menstrual pain, because cloves actually interact or counter interact painkillers, and that can cause some issues for you. So now that you want to try this method, and which is actually safe and very, very effective, you have no business taking painkillers. So when you want to take clove, please do not take it with painkillers. Number two, if you have severe bleeding disorder or you have a surgery coming up, and you know that maybe you have disorders when it comes to blood clotting, please do not take cloves because they do not help blood clotting process. So you need to talk to your doctor or your personal physician first before taking this. Number three, make sure that you do not apply the clove essential oil just on your skin. No, make sure that you dilute it with a carrier oil like coconut oil. Another safety precaution, make sure that you do not ingest the clove oil. Remember, the clove essential oil, which you are to dilute with the carrier oil, is just to massage on your skin, meaning that you're to use it on the outer surface of your body. You're not to drink it. Please, the clove oil, you are not to drink it. If you are to drink it, which I find very unusual, you would have to talk to an aromatherapist. These are people who deal with herbs and essential oils before you can do that. But the two major ways is just to boil it with some ginger and cinnamon, or to mix with a carrier oil, which is the clove oil, and then massage into your skin. This is just part one of how to work against period pain. I'm very sure that you've loved this video. If you want to watch part 2 and 3 and 4, trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. All you need to do is follow Health Match with Cassie on Instagram, like this video, share to your friends and family, and tell them to watch out for part 2. See ya. We all know how important nutrition is when it comes to healthy living and a wonderful lifestyle. You're welcome to part 2 of how to work against period pain and premenstrual syndrome. And I am so excited to be making this video. Thank you so much for all your comments concerning part 1, where we talked about how to use cloves to work against period pain. Now, today we're going to be looking at one important aspect of period pain, trying to work against hormonal imbalance, which we found out is actually the major reason for extreme pain during period. Today we're going to be looking at the nutrition aspect. Now today I'm going to be sharing with you the kind of foods that you should eat during your period or just before your period, and also the kind of foods that you should avoid during your period. We all know that the food that you eat goes a long way to provide you the necessary nourishment that your body needs. And at a particular time in a woman's life, such as her menstrual cycle, she needs some certain foods in more amounts. So I'm going to be telling you some foods that you should look out for and try to eat during your period and even few days before your period to prepare your body for what's coming, because we all know that what's coming isn't easy at all. I'm going to be sharing with you 3 major categories of foods that you should look out for when you are on your period. The first category of food are foods that are easy to digest. Now, you don't need anything that would require extra work in your body, because trust me, at that particular time, your body is going through a lot of work. The second food you need foods that are rich in iron. Remember that you're losing blood in a certain way, so you need to replenish the blood that is actually going out. The third category of foods are foods that are in whole form,
meaning not processed foods. You need foods that are fresh and natural. You do not want anything that contains too much of fat or basically too much of processed foods. Okay, now during your period and just before your period, you need to take a lot of water. I'm going to start with that. Hydration is key. You need to take a lot of water because your body is going through a process that is undescribable. I mean, who can actually describe how blood flows from somebody's body for 3 to 7 days? I can't explain it. You can't explain it. So you need to take a lot of water. Another wonderful food that is very, very good during your period are soups. Now, if you really, really are interested in getting recipes of these soups that I'm talking about, well, all you need to do is drop your comments below telling me, yes, I want recipe for these soups. Now, there are so many varieties of soups that you can make during your period. I'm going to be starting with the popular Nigerian pepper soup that I love so much. Now, you can make pepper soup with any protein of your choice. Just make sure that you take it when it's hot. Okay, you can make soups. You can make chicken soups with potatoes. You can make different kinds of soups. Now, another nice thing to take is bone broth. Now, bone broth is a kind of soup that is not so popular because not everyone even understands the nutritional value of bone broth. Now, bone broth is just a soup that you make with spices and herbs and then using soft bones as your protein. Let's wait. Now, let's get straight into the next kind of food that you need to take. You also need to take smoothies. Now, one thing that I really love about myself is whenever I find out that something is really working for me, I stick to it because I noticed that once I started taking smoothies in the morning, especially on the first day of my period, of course, after taking the clove drink, the pain has reduced. I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking based on the fact that I do not understand what period pain is. I know what it is. Most times on my first day, before now, I can't even go anywhere. Like, if you really know me, I will not go anywhere. But with time, I have discovered how my body works and how my body responds to certain things. Smoothies are wonderful. So you need to include smoothies in your meal plan for your period time. Another nice thing is fruits and vegetables. Please take them. You need them at that point. You also need nuts and seeds like almonds, like cashew, like granite, peanut. Just take nuts and seeds. These are healthy snacks that can keep you in check. Another thing is fatty fish. You need fatty fish. Okay, so try as much as possible that your meal during your period time, they are actually rich in iron, in proteins, and in whole grains. Now let's go to the foods that you do not need during your period and even 2 days or 3 days before your period. The first category of food that you do not need, it shouldn't even be close to you when you are on your period, are highly processed foods. So that period, ditch highly processed foods because these foods are high in salt, and your body at that point, you do not need so much salt in your body because it's going to cause a lot of water retention in your body. Your body does not need that at that point. So you need to stay away from highly processed foods. Another class of food that you need to stay away from, caffeine, coffee. I hear someone say, oh, it will not do anything to me. Hello, you are trying to work against period pain. If you are not trying to work against period pain, then probably you can just, go to the side. But we're trying to work against period pain here. We're trying to get to the point where it's your period and you can still go to work. It's your period. You can still do the normal things that you love to do. So try and stay away from coffee. You do not need it at that point. Replace coffee with the clove tea. Replace coffee with nice smoothies. Replace coffee with your homemade juice if you can actually do that. Now, this video is actually something that every single woman can relate with. So if you cannot make smoothies, you can eat the fruits. If you cannot make the pressed juice at home, you can still eat the fruits. Another food that you should stay away from, or probably a drink that you should stay away from, is alcohol. Honestly speaking, you don't need it. It's not needed. You're making things worse. Stay away from alcohol during your period and just before your period. You do not need it. Now, starting from part 1, looking at what you can take to reduce this pain. Remember that this is not magic. So I don't want someone to come and tell me, oh, I tried what you said and I still have pain. It's not going to disappear. Yes, some people, I've actually met some women who say, I don't feel anything during my period. That is the way their body is structured. This is not magic. I'm talking about people who have extreme pain, people who cannot even do anything, people who just before their period, they go through a lot of bloating, constipation, and issues like that. Now, all these tips, if you really follow them the way that I have explained, trust me, you are going to benefit from this. The pain is going to reduce. So the point is, yes, you're feeling a little bit of pain, but it's not stopping you from doing the things that you want to do. Okay? Now, stay away from alcohol. Another food you should stay away from are spicy foods. For some people, for a lot of women during their period, when they take spicy food, it can really upset them. So when I tell you to take pepper soups and soups, you don't need to put excess pepper in them, okay? Because spicy foods can actually affect some people. So try as much. This is your body. This is my body. I know what works for me. I know how my body responds to some certain things and some certain ingredients. So you need to be careful about this. Now, this is just part 2 of how to work against period pain and premenstrual syndrome. I can't wait for part 3. Part 3 is going to be so interesting. Now, if you really love this video and you have learned so much from this, I want you to just take out a time, please, and drop a love in the comments. You can also drop your questions in the comments. You can also visit our website at www.healthmatchwithcassie.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at healthmatchwithcassie. And of course, you can send us your questions if you want a free consultation with us, anything at all. Just talk to us. We're always here. I'll see you in part 3.
I'm sure that you've learned something from just part 1 and 2 of how to work against period pain. If you have any questions, if you have comments, you have anything that you would like to suggest or contribute, please drop them in the comments below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please do that. Be free, have fun, go through my channel and watch amazing and educative and interesting videos. Until next time, I want you to watch out for part 3 and 4 of how to work against period pain. Thank you so much. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do that right now. Do not forget to like and also share this video with someone. There's so many people out there that are really in need of such education. They are in need of such tips. So please do that, and God bless you. I'll see you in my next video.